Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of The Dinosaur and the Dude, the only podcast with the shittiest audio but the most amazing content. Thank you all for tuning in to listen wherever you are and however you're accessing us. We appreciate your time and we appreciate your interest in us. So sit back and relax, or if you're driving, enjoy the ride as you listen to another amazing episode. You got an elder check?
I have an elder check.
Okay.
And I know you do.
Wait, so yeah, let's put some lube on it and not go dry humping into the elder check. Hey everybody, this is yeah, right. Yeah, this is the Dinosaur and the Dude.
Came up early.
It's the only podcast really in the whole world.
This is just the one.
Yeah, I mean,
but we've got some special.
With our collection of collectible. God damn, that's a weird sexual preference. I'm a collectible.
I'm a collectible.
Fuck? Is that body dismemberment and sex? I don't know. In any case, this is the only podcast in the world with the shittiest audio, but the most amazing content. And we're just fucking glad you're listening. However you're listening and whenever you're listening, you could be listening to this 3 months from now, trying to figure out, hey, are they still doing shit?
You're not late. We just arrived.
Yeah, this is always kind of a weird thing when you're listening to us, because we might be talking about things that are no longer popular, but it's something intriguing to us. So we make it sound super new.
Lost in a rabbit hole. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, we make it sound super new, but it's not. So yeah, in any case, thank you for joining us. And as we get into the new stuff today that we're going to be talking about, we want to go ahead and just encourage you to sit back, relax, as you're just there listening to the two of us talking, because this is the Dinosaur.
That's me.
And I'm the Dude. And we're just talking to each other, and you just happen to get to listening. But before you get to listening deeply into this conversation, realize that this is all entertainment. We talk about things in a jovial way, but then we also have serious interest in things. We just talk about it from the perspective of two people that are to say what the fuck to everything else out there. And we hope you enjoy it. Yeah, we hope you enjoyed it. It's nothing that we're trying to say that's going to be a thing that we're saying, you have to do this, you have to do that, or you should believe in this or believe in that. It's just coming from our perspective, and that's that. And because of that, we also have fine print, and the Dinosaur is a specialist in that. So please listen to what the Dinosaur says as she goes over the fine print.
Disclaimer.
And I'm gonna crack open a
Ginger ale?
Dry. Yep, ginger ale. You got it. It's our ASMR. The ASMR as you read the fine print.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Sounds refreshing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the fine print. We are here just to have fun. We are for adults only. So if you're 18 or younger, please don't listen to us, because we're just fucking off. I mean,
not unless you have a work permit. If you got a work permit, isn't that right? What? If you got a work permit, though, you can do adult things, can't you?
I guess. Yeah,
okay.
Maybe. I'm not sure. It's the regulations. I know the disclaimer. Yeah. I don't know the regulations now.
Fuck it. It's Spotify. Please continue. My fault. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We're not trying to offend anybody. We don't mean any harm or malice by the things that we say or our opinions. They're just our opinions, and we're just hanging out, bullshitting with each other. So if we offend you, we are really, really sorry. But if you are sensitive, we will probably offend you, because we are feral at best. And we're sorry, but this is how it is. So if we are not for you, we totally get it. Feel free to exit, and we will continue to have the most offensive time that we possibly know how to have. That's it.
It's like it's like the most eloquent sorry, but not. Oh,
It's like saying fuck you, but in the politest way.
yeah. It's like putting an awe in front of it. Oh, fuck
Oh,
you.
right.
Oh,
Oh, you're
that little
stupid.
smack of the lips too. Oh, oh, fuck you. Oh yeah. Hmm.
Okay, so now that all of the formalities are out of the
Right,
way, I am
right.
foaming at the mouth for the elder check here.
Yeah, you titled it Elder Check. Elder check, check, check.
It's a heritage elder check.
So you had me pause on mine because you were like, God damn it, hold
Yeah,
on.
he was talking about this just a second before we started recording, and I was like, "Oh hell no, you need to hold
Yeah,
up, okay? Because
yeah.
this is hilarious."
Right. Okay. So mine decided she had been props to her. Props to her.
Your
Okay.
mom.
She comes from a I don't know how else to call it this, but you already went through the fine print, so fuck them. She comes from a big she
Pull
comes
the
from a
pin,
big
throw the grenade. Fuck it.
yeah, right. She comes from a big purse culture. I don't know how else to call it but that. It's like there's this community of people, you fucking know who you are. You'll only live with these fucking
Pieces of luggage.
yeah, it's like you are the people that have a conflict every time you travel because airlines like, well, ma'am, you already have a carry-on. You can't have two. What do you mean? This is my purse. No, it
See, I
ain't.
roll up my purse and put it in my bag. That's what I do.
So she's always had a big purse, and props to her, she decided she was going to go with these small little, I don't know what you call them, pouches maybe.
Yeah,
And
yeah, they're
I say
fun.
pouches because she had one and then she couldn't handle it. So she just close your eyes and try and envision this, everybody that's listening. She got another pouch and clipped it onto the other pouch. So and then you know how pouches are. They have the shoulder strap that goes across your body, but now you got two pouches dangling from it.
Yeah,
One's a
one
little
in
higher.
business and one for pleasure.
Yeah, one's a
Obviously,
little higher than the other because
so
the way
she's
the
layering her
the
pouches.
buckle was, right? Oh my God. And so that
It's so good.
that went on for like maybe a month and a half. And you know,
So
this
after
morning
she
she's
wore
like,
herself out early this morning
yeah, this morning
doing
she's like,
paperwork.
I need to change my purse. I'm gonna go back. It was almost like she was telling it to me, but she was telling it to me in a tone that was almost like, yeah, and I'm not trying to make it light to alcoholics, but she was like, yeah, I started back drinking again. It was almost like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch purses like a little
Yeah,
ashamed,
it's
trying
not
to
an
follow.
alcoholic kind of way, but that kind of that tone that that person gets, or all the times that people have told me this, that when they've done it and they've told me about it, they've always said, yeah, so I've gone back to drinking brown liquor, and because apparently that's like not the thing you should do, but
To drink
yeah,
brown liquor? Why does that make you a dirty slut or
well,
something?
apparently with the with the people I used to hang out with, excess was always the goal. So
I think I
brown
know
liquor,
those people, don't I?
yeah, brown liquor was always like the the nail in the coffin for, yeah, I'm about to regret everything else I do after this.
I cannot be held responsible for anything that I say or do.
Yeah, because everything else that's, all the beer and the vodka and all the other stuff
Terrible.
is just sitting in there, and it's like the brown liquor is the theoretical match that goes in, and as soon as they
Yeah,
drink that, it just combines, and then it's like, Boo!
You're done.
Yeah,
Totes.
yeah, yeah. I think that's the sound they hear in their head. But in any case, she's
Oh,
telling me this,
interesting.
which is kind of weird that I refer to brown liquor. It'll make sense later. Um, so
Oh
anyway,
Lord, did you get into the brown liquor?
she's making this thing. She's making this statement to me, and she's pulling out all these purses, and it's almost like a magic trick because it looks like a chair with a pillow on it, but really,
It's a fucking rabbit's hat.
but
Or
really, she puts her hand under the pillow and she pulls out this big black purse. I was like, what the? Where did that come from? Oh, this is where I've been putting them. And then she pulls out another one. I was like, oh, so that pillow is not a really big, fluffy pillow. It's just a little pillow that's been sitting on top of black purses. Got it. She, so she pulls them all into the out of her bedroom and into the den. And she goes in her closet, gets some more. And I'm like, wow, what are you doing? She's like, I'm
how
trying to
many
figure out.
purses does this woman have?
You ended up having 5 black purses.
No, I mean black is classic.
And the 2 pouches on the shoulder strap, she was like, I gotta move all my stuff from these 2 pouches into the purse. And I was like, wow, well, you could just put those pouches in the purse and still have room. It's it kind of yeah. So she's looking at each one of them and she's grading them. Well,
Because
this strap is a little frayed. I don't know. Maybe I can touch it up. Don't fix it. Just give it away.
wrap it
No,
in duct tape.
it's still good. And she finds this, and then all of a sudden she goes into another closet and pulls out, and this is what I was saying. It's funny I make the reference, a brown purse. And the heavens open up, and she's like, oh, this is the one that's perfect. This is great. I was like, okay,
If it was
okay.
so perfect, why isn't she using it right now?
Yeah, yeah. It's like, well,
I'm
where has
working. I
it
can
been?
stop using
Oh,
it.
it's been in the other closet here. I very seldom go in that closet. This is a good one. This is
Me
a,
neither,
this
girl.
is
I ain't going to no fucking closet.
right. This is a good one. This is name brand. Oh yeah, I'm gonna wear it. This is it. So now she's got this brown purse. She's moving
Is she
everything into.
strutting? Please tell me
Huh?
she's strutting around the house.
Mm-mm. No, not yet, because she's too tired now.
Right.
Um,
She's a nap.
yeah. So it was just, it was just, it was just a whole thing of where you're looking at someone and they're surrounded by purses. They're on a love seat, and the other half of the love seat are purses. And she's trying to figure out which one's going to work because she's got to move the things from her pouch in there, which to me just means she's going to start carrying more shit because you got a
Right,
space
right.
that can hold
Of
more shit.
Mhm.
So subconsciously, you want to
Give it a week, she'll
fill.
be a pack mule.
Yeah, subconsciously, we want to fill it. And she even said it. Oh, now I could put more stuff in the purse. I'm like, yeah, it's the whole. I have this thing that I do. I do some pretty. I don't know what you want to call it. Eating. Eating is a thing for me that I make sure I'm on top of, and I do it with intention as opposed to just because. And so one of the things that I do is I mainly eat from bowls.
Hmm,
I don't eat from plates because subconsciously you want to fill the plate.
okay.
But but if you eat with a bowl, then the portion is controllable. You have a portion that you can control. Um,
We use small plates at the
yeah,
household.
it's just, yeah, it could be anything. Um, it's just a matter of if you get a large plate, subconsciously you want to fill that plate with shit. And I was making the reference of that this morning. It was like, yeah, you're gonna want to fill that purse up because all you're doing is seeing more space. And if you just put your phone and a couple of things from your pouches in there, then you're like, oh, I can put this, I can put that, and that's what she started doing. She's like, yeah, I could put this, I could put my gallon in, I
Ooh,
could
look
put
at this
that,
brick. Let's put that in
I
there.
could put
Definitely need
all
to move
that.
this
Like,
one down
okay.
for later.
I'm like, okay, here comes shoulder discomfort again. Remember when you had all of that? because you were
Because it's feast or
carrying
famine with these damn purses.
so much shit in your
Carrying
purse.
some Kleenex, or you're carrying a human.
Right. And when you're carrying a Kleenex, it's a whole Kleenex box. It's not the travel shit.
Hey, way to fill that purse up, though.
Yeah, it's a Kleenex box with the plastic decorative cover, so it goes over the box. Because
Sweet. That's nice.
yeah. So you had an elder alert as well.
Yeah. So, goodness. Well, I did see my mom this weekend. I was supposed to go
Okay.
over and take a look at her computer
Mm-hmm.
because I'm so technologically advanced that
Mm-hmm.
I can
All
help
right.
her. Not really, but she needed some help, so I couldn't go over there because we had company that stayed over, and I get the doorbell rings on Sunday, and I'm like, "Who is it?" And it's her, and she's just like, she's she's kind of struggling a little bit, but it's I'm not really sure what it is, but
Mm-hmm.
she's trying to manage it, and she comes in the house, and I notice that she has got scratches and scrapes and rips in her skin and on her arms and her legs and her face. And I thought I'm pretty sure she had a black eye. And then there was scratches and stuff all down the other side of her face. And I was like, what has happened to you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wasn't laughing. I was just like, what is happening to you? What
Right.
happened? And she was like, oh, well, I was out on the patio. I was out on she has a little bitty porch at her apartment complex.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she was out there and she was smoking, and the chair gets kind of wobbly. And so,
No.
yes, I know. It was wobbly and she
No.
wasn't paying attention and it went over to the right. Well, it tipped her over, but it wasn't just like grass or concrete. It was a full on rose bush. And she was in
No.
it. And she didn't have her phone on her because her phone was giving her a problem, which is why she came to see me on Sunday, because she needed me to fix her phone right then and then to see if I could come over to her house to take a look at her computer. Her computer is jacked, so I'm still working on that, but I got her phone taken care of. Um, so she is beat to hell. And she
Right.
said, I knew that nobody was going to come and see me. Nobody was going to see me as they're driving by because she is in an apartment and her door faces uh, like this fence, this gated fence for the community park, and
Okay.
there's a pond there, so she has a really nice view. But she's right; nobody will ever see her. She would
Mm-hmm.
just be laying there forever in a rose bush. And she said, I had to tell myself I got to pick myself up and I got to get myself out of here. And yes, it's going to hurt, but I still have to do it. Mind you, she's on blood thinners.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the thing. And she said it sucked and it hurt, but she got herself up out of the rose bush. One of the bushes, like the thick ass stalk at the ground, broke. I mean, that's how much force was in this. And
Jesus.
she was beat to hell. She has bruises on her. I mean, her neck got fucked up really bad. Like
I
if she
mean,
thought that her neck was hurting her before,
yeah.
it's much worse now. We think that maybe she ruptured a disc.
And so she's standing there with thorns still in her and saying,
Yeah,
"Okay, so that's my story. Can you fix my shit?"
yeah, right. She said that she showed me she had a thorn up her fingernail.
That's like that's the one that keeps on giving because you even when you
Right. It's got to
even when
grow
you
over it.
yeah even when you take that shit out that space that thorn has made, God, oh, this
that's
it
that's
is
the
not
hurting shit
good.
right there.
Yeah,
I'd be
I've
like
had
pour salt into it and stuff. Be like,
yeah
heal, bitch.
I've had needles, I've had toothpicks, I
Oh,
just random shit between my
I'm very
nails.
lucky because
It's
I'm
it's
super sensitive.
not fun.
So
Tweezers and
yeah,
shit.
that was she got
That's
beat.
great.
Well, 2 days ago when I went over to her house and I was like, hey, it was Monday and or I'm sorry, it was Tuesday, and she said, she was I got a better look at her, right?
Yeah.
And right on her like carotid artery, there was a huge gash. And I'm like, Mom, like, what the hell? She goes, "Oh,
Hmm.
you didn't notice that the other day?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "Mom, your skin is so thin and that's really deep and you could have seriously fucked yourself up, like dead."
Right. Yeah.
I mean, your carotid is right there and she's pretty thin. So it's just like poking out, you know? And I'm like, fucking good Lord. And then I looked down and on the inside of her wrist where those veins she had a deep gouge there too. And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah. I think, what we're trying to tell you, watch out for it. If you got some elders,
Oof.
that it's amazing how much monitoring is needed.
They skin be ripping off. They be bruising for
It's so
nothing. And then if they get
thin.
mad at you, they can say that you've been hitting them. So
It's
you gotta watch
so
your
it's so thin. Yeah, and the hitting thing, you and I've talked about that before.
You hit me.
Mine.
What the fuck I did? You probably ran into something.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, she
like
never said you've hit me because I've never hit her.
I mean mine's worse with the dementia because it's like shit is so real.
My mom said that she could kind of feel that her brain was letting go some and
Oh
that
yeah.
she wishes she could have her mind from, from years back. Breaks my heart.
I mean, yeah, yeah, I can't.
But I mean, hold on, her sitting outside smoking cigarillos all fucking day is probably not helping her.
I'm I'm
Yet
not.
she's a grown woman, so I have to let her do what she.
Yeah, yeah. You're an adult. I'm not in the medical community, but certain things I do say, yeah, that that probably is not going to work out for you in the end. Don't. I mean,
Yeah,
just that sentence alone, sitting out on the porch smoking cigarillos, that you know, doesn't sound like anything it's going to fare too well. So you just indulge, but you realize that it's only going to do so much. But what do I know? I'm an ampersand that likes to do things on the spur. I was just thinking the other day I haven't done shit that I was doing before. Nothing dealing with cigarillos, but
mm, well,
I haven't fasted in a while.
oh, and she said because I went over there yesterday too to mm, try to see if I could help it along a little bit more her computer, and he said I tried a different brand of the cigar whatevers, and
Yeah,
she said, and it was really strong. And I said, Mom, I think that the smell of the ones that you normally use are super strong. She goes, oh well, I'm using the light version. But
yeah,
also the regular version, and I go, oh,
yeah,
so I guess there's a step up if you
yeah.
ever
When they
really
do
dig
that,
in.
when they do that whole, hey, this is light, okay? This is
Right.
light. I'm not
And
I'm not trash. I'm pretty sophisticated. Go into light. Well, you got to enunciate every syllable in sophisticated.
right. So it just, I mean, God bless her. I know she's struggling. I know it's hard, but I know she's trying to deal with it, and I'm proud of her for trying to deal with it. Um,
Yeah,
just based on our history, I just like to try to mind my P's and Q's and stay out of her business unless she asks me, And if she doesn't ask me, then she's told me before, don't, if I get too close to her, then I'm controlling her, and she doesn't want me to do that. So I get
yeah,
it.
yeah. I don't know why I just got congested all of a sudden. It's kind of crazy. Any case,
Chemtrails,
huh?
chemtrails,
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Um,
definitely. So we
which
had
is
some stuff we were going to talk about, right?
yeah. I was gonna say chemtrails is a perfect segue into things that we dive into on this podcast, as we often do. We touch on a variety of things. That's why we don't really have a niche other than
Being fucking
mental,
weird.
yeah, mental health and people talking about and for and with people. Um, any case, you, well, I guess I could talk about that since you talked about that. So there's the whole thing with, I'm noticing activity behind me. That's why I'm like pausing.
You notice what?
I was noticing activity behind me and I was trying to figure out what was going on, but
Did you get it figured out?
no, no, I did
Do you
not.
have to worry about your dad like creeping up the stairs and whipping your ass?
Jesus, no, that'd be a horror movie, honestly.
You'll be like, I can't sleep. I can't do anything.
That would be a horror movie, really, because it's like how, like I would be getting my ass beat trying to figure out how, and all I'd be saying in the middle of getting an ass whooping is like, "How did you get up here?
Right.
You
If you
can't
were on the same
walk.
level with
How did
him
you?"
and the kitchen, you would be so dead.
Like, how did you get up here? You can't walk. How did you get up here? In any case, so I've been looking at some stuff that is related to all the previous things that we've been talking about.
Okay.
And I honestly haven't gotten a big chunk of headway
It's
to where
impossible. You never will.
that's what I'm figuring. That's what I'm coming to realizations. Like, look, if there was a figured it out, I probably wouldn't be the person that would be saying that because people have been,
You're like, oh, you're a soothsayer. Awesome.
yeah, like people have been trying to figure this out for decades, years, and apparently almost 100 years actually, and
You're the
apparently,
enlightened one.
yeah, right. Yeah, but it's gonna be me uh, looking at YouTube videos. I found the missing. This is why. No, that's not how it happens. But some of the things that we've talked about before, it continues to grow. Like we've talked about how there's things in the ocean we have no idea about. The dark side of the moon we have no idea about. Um, we could barely figure out things on the planet, let alone what the fuck is going on with octopus. So
There.
the other thing is Antarctica. Some people just lump that in saying the South Pole. I think that's kind of giving it a kid's pass. Um,
Right. Oh, does Santa Claus go?
yeah, it's like, oh, it's the South Pole and the North Pole. Yay. No, Antarctica is a fucking blank spot. And the more and more I look into it, the more I'm just like, yo, we really
So
need to get our shit together.
there may be some cray cray stuff going on.
I don't know if we really comprehend the size of the bear we're poking here. You might want to get some people on your team. Even if it's fodder, you might want to get more than 4,000 scientists not being the front line. I'm just saying that. So there's a lot of things with that ties a bunch of stuff that we talk about all seems to point to Antarctica, and even with the and I guess this is going to be I guess this is going to, since this is the 38th episode, this is going to be like the third show we talk about. I mean the third time we talk about this show on an episode. So
Sean Ryan
here,
show?
yeah, I was gonna say, so here you go, Sean Ryan, uh, because he
Really,
had,
I really like his show. I really do.
well, he, and props to him because he managed it very well for
Yes,
so
like a pro.
for people like us to be 3 shows deep, 3 episodes deep, still talking about him. Uh,
He's like the crack
well,
to my
four
conspiracy
four
theory.
yeah, 4 episodes deep because we talked about on the 35th episode But then he had those whistleblowers, and those were three whistleblowers, and those were an episode apiece. So he had Dr. Stephen Greer, and he had three whistleblowers.
They were really good. If you haven't heard that or don't know him, y'all need to go check it out. The Sean
Well,
Ryan show.
the yeah, Sean Ryan show, absolutely. Again, we like him for the content. We're not saying we're affiliated with him or any of the things
Oh,
that.
we don't share all of his views. You know,
Yeah,
we don't,
and that's the
he's
beauty
his
of
own
it.
person.
That's the beauty of it. You don't have to be checking all the boxes down the line to be able to say somebody's doing good shit.
For sure, for sure.
It's like I don't. I'm for fuck's sake. A lot of the people that I'm really close with, you line us up, and you're gonna look at me like, how the fuck did you get to it with this person? Who? How are you two, friends? So anyway, all that aside, content alone, he's an amazing person. Well, one of the whistleblowers he had on there was on fuck me, in Antarctica, and he was talking about how there's some shit going on there that just
It's banana fucks.
we have absolutely no clue and no way of stopping it. So I mentioned a while back, a bunch of episodes back. I mean, okay, it's 38 episodes, but you know, whatever. That's a bunch for us. That's a bunch for us. Uh, Way back, I mentioned Operation Hydro, and Admiral Byrd went there. And when you look into that shit, it's like, whoa, there was a lot more going on. And to the fact that the government was like, yeah, hey, thanks for telling us that. You can't tell that to anybody now. It's all top secret. We just brand new. It's official stamps on it. It's top secret now. Because he was telling them about stuff that he found in Antarctica that just blew his mind, other civilizations, and how he flew into a cavern and it just opened up into a whole nother world. And he mentioned very similar interactions when he flew over the North Pole as well, which
Oh yeah.
then this all fed into, because remember before flat Earth, there was hollow Earth.
Oh yeah. Huh.
He's that
What are they
that
going to come up with next?
that no, but that right there, his account fed into all of that. Like that was almost like validating
Sure, sure.
Hollow Earth. It's like, yeah, there's other civilizations within our own. And then I started looking, I can't, it's so symbolic because as he flew into the cavern, I went further down the rabbit hole. And
Oh
it was
wow.
it
It's
was
like
like,
we're twins.
yeah, it's like we're twins. He's physically he's physically flying and I'm just surfing YouTube. I don't know. Um, I feel like he did way more effort. So he ended up saying that, and then there was all these maps from other civilizations that showed a layered Earth arrangement where there was other civilizations and then how it was arranged. It was very, very bizarre. Uh, but apparently that's what was kind of being found out, but then was hushed. But then he put it in his private diary, and then his family members like, "Hey, y'all, this is what really happened." It was really, really interesting. And then you find out that okay, it's the only place on Earth where all these other governments and civilizations like just came with a treaty. Hey, we're not going to do anything. No one's going to claim Antarctica. We're all going to just abide in peace. It's
Or
almost
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
no, it's almost like the International Space Station, but on the planet, on Earth. It's it's an incredible, like all of Antarctica that we're looking at is ice covering what used to be lush land. So apparently all the minerals and all of the different things that we like to mine here on the surface, they all agreed never to touch, never to mine, never to disturb it. You know, can you imagine the type of shit that you have to experience where everyone that typically plays the domination game on the other, they all just say, you know what? Okay,
Right.
we're not
Agree to let's just agree not to do this. Let's
all,
just everybody in.
we're good. Everybody's not gonna, nobody touches it, right? Because if we touch it, we are gone. Ready? Ready? Okay, yes. Okay, we all agree. Like, it's a very, very interesting thing when you think about all these other countries that usually have some sort of gripe, beef, or something with each other. Nah, not on
It's in
Antarctica.
that beef.
Not on Antarctica. It's very bizarre that you have a place like that and you have these scientists that are constantly there, 4,000 scientists. You have varying maps that debate the size of this place. Then you couple in the whole UFO, UAP, UAV things that are flying, that supposedly have flown out of Antarctica. Then the pyramids on Antarctica that are poking out of the ice. And, you know, it looks like, it stands like, it quacks like,
Hmm.
but no one wants to say it's a duck.
Yeah.
Hey, those are mountains. Mountains with a square bottom? Yeah, they're funny in Antarctica. They're just kind of weird like that. No, they're not pyramids. No, 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 no.
It's a square. It's a
Nah,
it's a little pyramid in a
nah. Yeah, it's similar, but nah.
okay.
Nah, it's similar. It's similar to a pyramid, but nah. Mm-mm. No, no, no. It's the same size as the Great Pyramid. Nah, it's similar.
No thanks.
It's
No.
similar. Let's see. Like who's like you could look at it, but who's gonna go there and fact check it? No one can. No one can. So
So what are we
and
gonna have to do? Wait for the ice to melt and then we'll be
no,
able to see it?
I don't want the ice to melt. Jesus, I do not.
No, neither do I.
I think
It
it's
would
like
wreck the world.
I think it's something. I don't know if that's paranoia. I don't know if it's just the fear
Oh,
of the
because you think there's
unknown.
something under there? Like there's gonna
I
be a
I don't
civilization?
I don't know if it's the fear of the. I kind of have the same the kind of the same maybe that I have in regards to the ocean. I do have
Mm-hmm.
I have the same for for Antarctica. Like I feel like that is so much ice encasing that. As soon as we open that up in some sort of way, we're gonna piss something off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see it. Well, I mean, we are so what's the word? We're so right
Inquisitive?
cusp. We're so right on the cusp of just fucking, making a really stupid couple of decisions, and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
the Earth would never be the same, if
yeah.
nuclear war started. So, I mean, it's not out of bounds to think that we're going to piss something else off because there's only so much shit that they're going to put up with.
Yeah. So that was the thing that that bird came across was like he flew in this cavern and the cavern got bigger and like just wrap your head around that. The cavern is big enough for him to comfortably no tricks. He comfortably flew into it, right? And I want to say it was at least one other plane that was with him. And then he was guided down, met with the civilization that was in there, and they sat him down and was like, "Hey, look, so we're tired of your shit." And I mean, first of all, glad you made it. Okay, hope you like hope you like the ambiance. Yep, all crystal. Yeah, we're all crystal being. So we're tired of your shit. You guys have been fiddling around with those nukes. We don't like that, and we don't want you jacking with this planet because you jack with the planet, you're going to be affecting us, and we don't want
Right,
that.
it's
And
their resources.
well, it's just you got a kid that comes over to your house and starts jacking with stuff. You're going to sit them down and say, "Hey, look, glad you came, uh,
So
but
watch your shit. I will beat your ass.
but if you break another one of these,
Right. I'm gonna break
I'm
my foot up in there.
I'm going to get that chain and hook you to your parents' car, and then they're going to have to take you home later. But that's where you're going to be. Like, that's kind of their perspective. It's like, hey, look, check it out. We've been here for a bit, and as a matter of fact, way before you. So we can dick swap in regards to whose planet is whose. But
But you're not even strong enough to carry mine, so
right, but if you're on whatever you're doing on the top side, we don't want that trickling down here. And you keep fucking around, you're gonna find out one way or the other. And I like how there apparently is a group and they're trying to figure out a way to coexist. It's so bizarre that a lot of this stuff is happening and then but we're stuck with the mundane stuff. It was a very weird week for me because of that.
really?
Yeah, because I just got to thinking about it and then thinking about all the the last four, past episodes. It's like, man, it's a lot more shit happening that only a certain group of people are in the know of. And I want to know, but at the same time, it's like, what does that mean for people don't, that aren't included, that don't know?
Right.
Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
like if humans,
Well, the people that don't want to know, that just, will want to keep their head under and not think about it, not deal with it like it's not
yeah,
happening.
like there's a certain group of people that are figuring out what's going to be best for the rest of the people on this planet, but in a way they're sort of doing it with also a side of I don't give a shit about these people. If it means that we progress, we're comfortable with taking a loss in population or in groups of people or hey, you need almost like cattle. You need some of these people in order to do some experiments just so you can learn about us and get comfortable. Here you go, take some. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fly your ships around, zap them up, do whatever you're going to do. Yeah, it's cool. Make some hybrid babies. Go right ahead. Go ahead. Let us know the results. That'd be great. Yeah, we'll
Hey,
jot that
do
down.
it. It's a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. And we make some hybrid babies, and that's sort of like marrying off two families in medieval times. And so we got like some weird alien and human, and it's like, okay, we got some of our own representing ourselves on the surface side now. So yeah, great. But there's a bunch of like a slew of people that just are ambivalent of that. To just have no have no idea of it. And I'm not saying that I have an idea. I just have like the crumbs that fall off the table in regards to information. I mean, yeah, really, the crumbs that fall off the table that were smushed by somebody's feet. That I feel like that's the amount of information that I have.
Way
I,
to be,
I'm
though.
I'm just getting information that's regurgitated from other people that found out from other people that is top secret, and they may be telling them just a smidge that they can on an oh by the by kind of basis. And so I'm just getting cobbling some bits of information like that, but I don't know for sure. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is, but I do know people, and people do people shit, and people do things in order to make sure that they and theirs get 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 by. If that means some others gotta take a hit for them, and I just wonder how much of that is going on. And then when you get into seeing things that have been reported or efforts that are being made with places like Antarctica, you start to like look at other things and try and figure out, yeah, that doesn't make sense. Why haven't we done anything in Antarctica? I mean, aside from the fact that it being fucking cold.
Inhabitable. You can't grow food. You can't.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I mean, there's people doing stuff in the Sahara Desert too. You know what I'm saying? Like you could find the opposite
well,
climate.
some tomatoes like it hot. I'm just saying.
Well, I was just saying you can find the opposite climate, and people are trying to make a way out there.
For sure, for sure.
They're mining oil, or they're they're making caravans are going out there. They're doing films or whatever. I mean, I'm not talking about March of the Penguins, but whatever. It's the it's things that are happening. There's desert tribes or what. Antarctica, we're only on the rim.
Just the tip.
No, 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 no. We're only on the rim, the
Oh.
outer rim of Antarctica.
Mm-hmm.
We we've not made real trails into the innermost portion of it, which then begs to say, is the inner or is the inner just inner? Like, what's the inner? Is it surface level?
Mm.
Like, are we looking at maps just to, just a big bunch of white paint over that just to make it look like the snow goes all the way across? You don't know. And that's the whole thing of where people had the inner Earth, the hollow Earth theory. This is for aspects of that whole concept like that. And so you look at that, you look at Antarctica, and then you go, okay, we got that. Um, and then you're like, oh yeah, and we also have the ocean. What the fuck? So we don't have the ocean fully mapped out. We don't have anything going on the surface of the ocean. We so we have that. We got animals at the bottom of the ocean that scientists are like, we rarely see them, but we know they exist. And then we have octopus. We have zero clue on how they got here. Like, how did that work? Nine brains? How did that what? So we've got that. We've got Antarctica. We've got the dark side of the moon, which apparently is a no-go zone. And we've never been off this planet.
Is it no go because they were told not to go?
And if so, by who?
Oh, mm-hmm. Okay.
Because people being people, we say fuck you a lot.
Yeah, it's going to get us in trouble.
We do, we say that a lot. Hey, and we say that a lot despite our face. It's like, okay, we got a hole in the ozone, and we want to make sure that we're doing what we can to preserve the environment and the ozone. What are you doing? Oh, we're over here chopping down the Amazon forest. What? Don't
For
chop down.
for what?
Don't chop down the rainforest. Did you just hear what I said? Yeah, but look at all this shit we make out of wood. So um, we're gonna keep
Right.
chopping down the rain. We're gonna keep chopping down the rainforest, man. We're gonna keep doing that. That's what we do. So we do like it's not good for us. It's not good for humanity, but yeah, we still do it despite that. So it's kind of weird that we will do that, but then whatever, whatever deterred us, like not even the dark side of the moon. We've yet to go back to the moon.
That's true.
Like that thing right there, we've yet to go back to. But Mars, we're really giving that a go. We are really giving that a go.
Let's do that. In fact, let's go ahead and start
Like
getting ready to sell real estate.
on Mars. Yeah, but the moon, hey, I see that right. I can see that. That's got a full on.
I can see that now. That is not crazy talk. Okay, what that is not
Yeah,
crazy
it's
talk.
like I can step outside and I can see that right there. That's 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 close. It's big. I can see it. It's got craters and things. Doesn't have beaches. It's not the best locale, in comparison. Okay, fine, whatever. But it looks a lot closer than that speck right there that you got to use a sky map to figure out. Yep, that's for sure Mars. That takes 6 months to get to.
Well, you know,
This right here, this moon right here, and we can get to that so many times. It's like, why have we
right.
done anything? We've not done anything with it. Anything. It's like when you look at all the different data points like that, it makes you can't help but wonder what the fuck is going on.
True. It's so hard to wrap your head around, you know?
You can't not wonder what the fuck's going on, nor why is it that people don't want to share that information.
Because knowledge is power, and power
Well,
is
yeah, that's,
everything.
I mean, it's all those things. You're right. Knowledge is power. If you have that power, then you control the masses. Basically, you control whoever else doesn't have that knowledge. Especially if you can manipulate it, especially if you can reproduce it into for your best interest, and especially if there's some civilization that does this, that, or the other, you can be the first friend they have. So then that when you introduce them to the world, they're your friend, and you don't have
Listen,
to
there
worry.
have been numerous stories. Okay, let's just be clear about this. There have been numerous stories, and I've not yet heard one that said, "Fuck yeah, they were cool as shit. We just hung out, we
Exactly.
just did our thing, we just did whatever." Usually, what we hear is they probed me in my butt, they hurt me,
Yeah.
they took me to some weird
Yeah.
spot, they did telepathic fucking whatever on me.
Yeah. It's so bizarre though. It's like not too long ago, we had a balloon flying off the coast, and
It's not
everybody was up in arms about that.
had a
And
gummy.
and you said you had a gummy?
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a balloon floating off the coast, and everybody was going nuts and like China this, China that, China this, China that. But yet we have a triangle glowing in the sky coming down and probing people in the ass. And not a thing is done. As a matter of fact, you can't even take a clear picture. Nothing is that balloon. We had people times 100 zoom on their phones taking photos of this thing.
Gotta love technology.
Those intergalactic butthole plungers? No, we can't. You got fuzzy memory. All people can remember is big eyes. You can't. There's
And that they're
no.
gray.
Yeah, they're gray, they're white, they're reptilian, they're blue, they're star children. They
They're
are like
green.
it's like all kinds of things. But then, but then you hear those descriptions and you start to hear, yeah, this is related to this civilization from here. This is related to this civilization from here. These, they've always been on this planet. So this is their home planet. This, and you're like, wait, the intergalactic butthole plungers, they are, you, people know where they're from? And then you hear this term bandied about the intergalactic federation. What? What is
Yeah,
that?
no, you lost me. I'm so this is how long did it take you to learn this? I need to know because I'm fixing to jump off the
Oh,
deep end on this one.
straight up, straight up, a bulk of it was today.
Mm, yeah.
Because I was just growing into, the depths of the rabbit hole. It was just
Okay.
straight
Oh
up.
yeah, for sure.
It was
It
just
had
straight
growth.
up.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was just straight up Antarctica. Okay, Antarctica. Okay, it's aliens. It's alien. Oh, it's not just aliens. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me go back and research some more on Operation High Jump. Yep. Okay. And then after that, once you have all these different data points, you start to connect them, and you start like going, okay, if this person in this country know about these things, then there's some shenanigans going on that a lot of other people don't know about, and we're just kind of given these things to distract us. Like the things we were talking about before. You got
Hmm.
you got race, you got politics, you got this conflict over this land or whatever. And it's really just, it's trivial when you think of things in a, oh, I'm from this planet 30 light years away and we come here all the time. And like, wait, what?
Yeah, we loved it. This is our favorite hangout.
Yeah, what? Yeah, yeah, like when you realize that Earth is the destined Florida for some intergalactic species. Like, okay,
Oh,
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are we just the zoo animals for you? Are we the safari ride and you're just coming out with cups of goods for us to eat from? So yeah, it's a deep rabbit hole. I'll send you some links, but it's so weird, especially with the congressional hearings of UAPs, UFOs going on. I think that people are just going ape shit about that. And at the same time, it's like, yo, this has been out for long. Like Bob Lazar had been talking about this for decades, and people were just like, "Oh yeah, Bob,
he's a little crazy.
Bob, Bob Lazar." Boo doo doo. You know about Bob Lazar? I sent you some.
No,
I think I sent you some. This dude,
you very well could. Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he used to work on the reverse engineering project of a down UFO, and he would talk about it, and everyone was like, Bob's just making it up. No, this dude drew down the diagrams. He was drawing diagrams.
He was like, listen to me.
He's like, no, it looks like this. And here's it. And this right here is the propulsion. Oh, Bob, no way. Okay. Now it's like, now people are in Congress. Oh my God, they exist. How do you know for sure? I've seen them. Like, bruh, we've been telling you. I'm like, okay. Like from Bob Lazar,
Calm down.
to Dr. Greer, if you are still thinking, they don't exist, something's wrong with you. Honestly,
Yeah, that's
something
fair.
something's wrong with you. I mean, you've got some very you. I get it if you got some undeniable crackpot telling you stuff, like say me, like say me. If I was telling you stuff, yeah, Yeah,
You gotta believe me. You gotta believe
yeah,
me.
yeah. Go ahead, pop up a bowl of popcorn and just indulge me and just yeah, yeah, sure. But if you've got someone like Bob Lazar or Graham Hancock or Dr. Stephen Greer telling you stuff and they're in separate interviews, separate rooms, not even related with each other, and their things are correlating. You gotta you gotta come to grips with that and realize that maybe I'm being distracted. Maybe you should take into consideration some stuff. And I'm not saying like everybody become preppers or anything, because like you've mentioned, 90% of people are jacked within the first 3 months. But it's just bizarre. It's so much stuff. It's so much stuff.
Well, it's like, you know, talking about hidden civilizations, and
Mhm.
then there's other things that have to do with aliens.
Yeah,
It just goes on forever.
I think for me it's also this thing right there that you just said, aliens. I think it's sort of it's always been so presumptuous for us to be like they're aliens, they're coming and they're out. No, we're just
Maybe we're the aliens.
yeah,
Holy shit.
that's what I was trying to find a way of saying that. It's like like for real, we all just woke up on this planet.
Yeah,
Okay.
fair.
We just all woke up on consciously on this planet. You know, you're a baby, you're on this planet, and that's all you know. If beings have been coming to this planet for millions of years, and you're listening to this right now, and you've only known of 30 of those years, uh, we really can't call them aliens.
What?
We really can't call them aliens. If beings have been coming here for millions of years, and like I was saying, if if someone's listening to our episode and they've only known of this planet, of being on this planet for 30 years, we really can't call those beings aliens. They've
Fair.
been, if they've got civilizations that makes ours look like toddler toys underground, we really, yeah, we really can't call them aliens. Looks like they're pretty settled. And
We're the new kids on the block.
yeah, looks like they're pretty settled. They're using materials we have no clue about. Um, and they're thriving and they're doing good. And you know what? We're that insignificant that they haven't even found the urge to introduce themselves because they don't have to because they've already been on the planet. We're the new neighbors in the neighborhood.
We're
We
the
got
new jack.
yeah, we're like, hey, sorry, we just populated your yard. We are the humans, and yeah, yeah, we're new. We just moved in
We just got here. We just got here.
relatively, we just moved in. I mean, in comparison to you guys, I mean, look at that crystal tower. You got some, and everything flies. This is amazing.
Y'all, you guys are great.
This is amazing. What's your propulsion system? Thought? Oh, okay, great. Wow. All
Thought.
thought. All thought. All right. This is a beautiful.
That's some high powered shit right there.
Yeah, 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 we're still burning combustibles. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. We
Yeah.
just got rid of leaded
Yeah.
gasoline
Oh,
not too long ago.
this is an outpost. Oh, your home world is where? 30 light years away. Wow. Yeah, we can't even get to our moon. But once we've not
You
settled
had
anywhere.
to take the first one.
We've not settled anywhere. Yeah, yeah. But you aliens, oh, you don't like to be called aliens. Okay, sorry. Like, like we,
What are we
I don't
doing?
know. I don't know. I think after I got into I'm gonna get some more understanding about what's going on in Antarctica. I think the immensity of it just tapped my shoulder, and I was just like, whoa, never,
Not.
never mind. Baby steps. Hold on. This is not a quick read.
You
This
may
is
right. You may need to see a therapist over all this shit.
this is not a quick read. Hold on. What? Like, oh, geez, we really need to, we really need to stop with the bullshit and just figure out what what do we need to do? What is our goal? What is our purpose as a species of beings? You know, humans need to figure out something that we're collectively looking to do. People talk about higher conscious and whatnot, but that's an effort that collectively the those beings put into things. Like that one link that I sent you where the um, the doctor was spoken to telepathically.
Yes.
Like right there, you're just like, you know what? I'm not a doctor anymore. It's right. It's right. Like like we like like when something from light years away comes and tells you so disappointed, you guys have no idea of your potential. God, you just lose.
Right. You're really letting the rest of the universe
Yeah,
down.
yeah. Like with
Oh, okay.
something,
Shit,
yeah.
we're sorry.
Like you're so letting us down. You guys still use your lips. You're so letting us down. You know? It's stuff like it's
Oh
to
my
that
god, you're so right. Holy
it's
shit,
to
that's
that
hilarious.
level where where we're gonna we're gonna
Like
dissect.
just exhausted with us.
We're gonna
Like,
yeah, yeah,
don't
like
even say anything. We already know what you're
right.
thinking. Just be
Exactly. It's like so much the weight of it. It's just like so much. Look,
quiet.
you
What are we
know,
gonna do with you?
like, oh my God, when you are at a point in your life when you get a telepathic sigh, when you,
Right.
when something looks at you and telepathically you hear a sigh, that that should put it,
Oh my god damn it.
yeah, like we got him on the operation table. We're gonna slice it open and see what's inside. And it turns and looks at you. we were
Abort. Abort.
we were
Abort.
if only you humans knew your potential. You guys are just nope, nope. Keep going. Go ahead. Use your scalpel. Slice me open. With my last, you're gonna kill me. Okay. You're instead of this moment you saying, "Oh shit, stop," and trying to figure out to get some dialogue and learn something. No, no, no. Keep. I'll
Just
just
keep going.
transfer. I'll just transfer my consciousness back to my home planet. Yeah, I can do that. You can't, but I can
All
do that.
right.
I'll
Bye,
just
bitches.
we'll
We'll be
just
back.
you're gonna this is just a meat pie product that we use because we're like, okay, let's give them something similar to what they're used to seeing. No, you want to kill it because like in the future, okay, hold on before you cut me open. Let me just tell you, in the future, there's going to be these two people that come up with this fantastic podcast, and it's called The Dinosaur and the Dude, and they're going to mention in their 35th episode that
Hmm.
you guys look at UFOs as pinatas and you only want to get the candy out of it. And that's exactly what you're doing right now. Continue, slice me open. You guys suck. That's basically what it said. You guys
You're
suck.
absolutely right.
You guys suck. And then it sighed, and it's just
And then it just closed its eyes like fucking do what
like a
me what
hard,
you want.
like a hard intergalactic sigh. Oh, God, you're still using lips.
Put out. So sort
It's
of
so
like
put out. Yeah, it's
right,
so put
still
out.
using lips. I was like, okay.
It's so put out. Oh my gosh.
You're idiots. No wonder you're here. We fucking exiled you from our
Yeah,
system for a reason.
that was the thing that I've always wondered too. Is like, what did someone do? What did someone do to like, look, we're gonna put you in basically the galactic corner, and you're gonna have to sit in the corner
The armpit of the universe.
and think about your choices and come back as a responsible being for the galactic galaxy. You go over there and you do that. Humans, you go over there and you do that. And as a matter of fact, we're gonna come and we're gonna visit from time to time and see about your progress. Okay? And you better have some good things to say. "No, we don't want it. We want to talk with lips. Look, drop the lips. Go back to
Drop the
telepathy.
lip. No more lip
Go
from
back
you.
go back to telepathy. No, you can't control us. That's why you're in the corner. That's why you're in the corner. Now
Because I can't control you. That's
we're
correct.
gonna put things on the planet so that we can monitor it better. Okay? We're gonna put our pyramids down. We're gonna put the Black Knight satellite in there so we can talk to you, and that way you can communicate. We could talk this through because we really don't want to have you in the armpit. Okay? We really don't want to. We want you back inside the middle of the galaxy. Okay? Can you?
Right. Not on the outskirts.
And then they fly back. They fly back, right? And they see the pyramids are all abandoned and junked up and in the desert and everything. They're like, okay, fine, they junked it up. We'll just give them 6,000 years and we'll come back and fucking figure it out.
Shit. We gonna be here in 6,000 years. What'd you talk about?
It's just so immense. It's just
You
so
know we will be.
it's so immense. It's just so like, oh, we're so poking around on people, beings, and things that don't we really don't want.
We have no idea what we're fucking with.
Like that one nuclear warhead operator who said like, yeah, he saw a UAP. Well, back then it was UFOs. Saw a UFO and it disarmed every nuke. Just boop, they're all offline, and then it flew away. And he said
Like
it
you
was
said, no, no.
yeah, yeah, and he
Straight up in the face with one of those galactic water
yeah,
spray bottles.
yeah, and
And then it left.
he said it was as if someone came and it was if like some parent came and took your toys away. He's just like, no, and just took it away. He's like, no, you're not gonna play with that. And it's like, if you've got something that can do that, why are you trying to down it on purpose?
Well,
Have not, like even on the remedial sense, have anyone not watched District 9?
I've not.
Oh my God. It's a very, very, very good concept of humans doing human shit. District 9, you got to look at it. It's a good one to look at. But that being said, we do have stuff that want you got a dinosaur reviews, right?
I do.
Yeah, we can get into that because that's going to be happier than this downpill of galact-
Like, great. We're
galactic
fucking
doom and gloom.
galactic
Yeah,
fucking bitches.
galactic doom and gloom that we're just on the precipice of. It's like, oh my God, can we? And everybody keeps talking about we have a little bit more time. We could turn it around. Do we? Do we really have a
Do
little
we
bit more
really though?
time?
I doubt that we do. They're gonna
I
come back and they're gonna go, you know what? We told you.
I
And
think a little bit more time was in 1920. I think
quite possibly.
I think we're way past. We got a little bit more time because
You know what you know what we chose to do? Industrial revolution.
yeah, I think it's just like I think that, and then next thing you know, drop the bomb, and then they all came. Because that's the interesting fact. The UFO um, sighting boom, the
Mhm.
frequency went completely off their scales after the atomic bomb drop.
Really?
That's when, after that happened, that's when a lot of sightings, that's when Roswell kicked up. That's when a lot of things started kicking up
Interesting.
because, and a lot of people that have been either telepathically engaged or documented, they were like, that was the moment that interstellar beings were like, oh shit, we got to go there and stop them because they're some steps away from really jacking things up now. And that's what Perry was, or not Perry, Bird was hearing, and he went and talked to the crystal people. I'm just saying crystal people. I don't know what the name of it is, but it was like, yeah, you guys are jacking things up, and
Might be. I
that's
guess
not
sit around and find out,
that
maybe.
ain't cool. So anyway, let's get it.
Um,
Let's get it better. You got some reviews. Let's go. Let's go.
okay, so I had a review. It's kind of a different
Uh-huh.
it's a different review for me. Um, and it's kind of, I don't know if ironic is the word, but I'm doing a review on a podcast.
Okay.
So, there is, I call this research, show research, but
Hmm.
actually it's just me totally fangirling on
Okay.
this this podcast. It's the Conspiracy Podcast. Have you listened to it?
Podcast. I don't
It's
know. I think everything that
Jordan
I've.
and
I
Sean.
think everything that I listen to, it could be all bunched into the conspiracy podcast. But go ahead.
So it's three dudes, Sean, Eric, and Jorge, and they just talk about a lot of different conspiracies. I just listened to one about Biggie Smalls,
Uh huh.
and then they did one about Tupac,
Mm-hmm.
and they've done about JFK, and
Mm-hmm.
just a lot of different ones. And their sense of humor on this podcast is so dead nuts on. There's the guy Sean. I'm pretty convinced that I'm the female version of him because our sense of humor is so similar. And I mean, the three of them together are just fucking hilarious.
The
Um,
conspiracy podcast.
yeah, I mean, everything that they're doing just seems to work for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I started from the very beginning, so I'm only like, maybe 33 episodes in or so. Um, but
Wait, wait. Are you are you leaving me? Everything
no,
everything they do works for you? Mm.
shut up. No, you turd.
Wait, wait. Is this a,
Wait. Are you
wait,
breaking up with
wait. Were you about to say?
me? You suck so bad, dude. Oh,
Look, I need
God.
to get out of this Antarctica thing. I need your help. You continue. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm gonna riff
No,
on
I'm
anything
totally
you
loving us.
say because
I
God,
totally love us so much. These guys are pretty
God,
good too. Um, besides, the last thing they need is for some fucking
these guys are pretty good too. Oh
fucking bull dyke to come in there and be like,
that's
it's time to
hilarious.
chomp a bitch.
Right. But anyway,
Or
I
whatever.
interrupted I interrupted as I typically do. Please proceed.
That's okay. That's okay. Um, so yeah, and I mean, these guys have been keeping me alive for, you know, the past couple of, well, about a week or so. Um,
Jesus.
they're definitely worth a listen. They're hilarious, and something that they do that we do is a disclaimer at the beginning of their show, and it's pretty funny.
There's some
So
cats.
Go and check them out. They are totally worth a listen. And if you're into conspiracies, then it's just going to feed your nerd about that.
Huh. Okay. Yeah.
Short and
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
sweet. Sure.
No, I was doing the thing that I should never do, but I found myself doing it
Don't tell me
anyway.
that you're playing with your butt.
No, no, because I gotta touch things after this. So
Go for fair.
yeah,
What
yeah,
you doing?
you got to plan ahead. I was trying to read and talk at the same time, which never works. But because I was looking them up, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, let me look, let me check out these dudes. Okay,
Yeah,
um,
it's super funny.
yeah, because at first I thought you were talking about um another another group, but it's not the conspiracy podcast. It's but it's three people. So when you were talking about it's three people, they can do conspiracies. And like, oh, I think we might be looking at the same thing, but we're not. So never mind. Yeah, it it was. I actually don't know who they are now that I think about it. I don't know who they are. But in any case, I,
Yeah, they're it's really it's super funny.
yeah,
Um,
I think it's pretty interesting, and I love that we find we find interesting content with other people's stuff that kind of relates to what we like or talk about, but at the same time we have no desire of taking away from or
sure,
siphoning
true.
from their stuff. We like to just, I don't know, I don't want to sound as
I just
cancel.
want to give props because these. I mean,
Yeah,
if you like, us, then
yeah,
you're gonna love them. So if you like us,
yeah,
then please go check them out. And hopefully, I mean, maybe some of their listeners will find us one day.
yeah. Who knows? That'd be great. I think that it's an interesting thing that I've seen as well as other podcasters collaborating with other podcasters, and sometimes that works, and sometimes it just sort of like, sorry, sometimes it works, and then sometimes I just wonder if it's like clout chasing in a way, because you're getting people on just to
Proud
get
what?
clout chasing in a way, because
Oh,
you
okay.
because you're getting people on that is going to get you the clicks, looks, and reviews and whatnot. Um, but I tend to like the people that are genuine about the connections they make with people. Um, and that's why I talk about the Sean Ryan. Oh, I hate, yeah, the Sean Ryan show, and I hate it when people try to. But I hate it when people try to associate if you like this person, then you also must be, whatever.
Oh,
Like,
sure. Like
which
we
is
have our own minds, our own thoughts, and our
yeah,
own views.
yeah. Because I mean, say what you will about Joe Rogan, but honestly, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing right now if not for Joe Rogan.
Well, yeah, I mean, and he's done it in a spectacular
It,
fashion.
but he's done things in his own way because he was doing it when nobody else was really even. I mean, people were thinking, "Oh, it's this stoner dude sitting in a dark room making fart noises." Nobody was really taking him serious. But now, 2,000 episodes and a killer um,
He is killing it,
Spotify deal, and
and good for him. You
and
know,
moving all of his content off of YouTube and whatever. And so a lot of people saw that, and a lot of people's eyes opened up when they heard the amount of cash he was getting. It was like, oh, I want to do that. And so, boom, all these podcasts come up, and for that matter, so did ours. So I like him, but at the same time, I'm not on Joe Rogan's team for everything, just like I'm not on Sean Ryan's, just like I'm not on uh, I'm not on a lot of other people like Julian I'm just not. But I like the
Well, so the
content.
thing is that the reason why we don't have to be on their side, and on them and riding coattails and whatnot, is because all we're trying to do is just be you and me. That's
Right.
it.
Yeah, that's the thing
Um,
I always want
we
to
don't
say.
have
Like,
to try to say, well, because we're in conspiracies and we want to be in that, you
yeah,
know, that sector or whatever.
yeah,
We're just chilling and talking about shit that we have in common. That's
yeah.
all.
And it's a genuine interest. It's not a thing of where it is a matter of let's talk about UAPs because that's a hot topic right now. Um, because it wasn't but a few months ago, you still be a quack. If you were into UFOs, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Have you seen one? No, I haven't,
Yeah,
but
and
I haven't.
amazing how that flipped.
I haven't, but I believe in them. Oh, okay, yeah, sure, 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 yeah. I bet you dress up for as Vulcan and Vulcan is. Yeah, it's easy to refute a lot of things like that. But nah, I mean, I think when we talk about elderly, we talk about mental health, we talk about things that are going on with us personally. I think the refreshing breaks from all that is all the UAPs and the movies and the I ate this and oh I'm gonna make up some fake sponsors and do stuff that is just
Do people
truly
do
us.
people really do that?
Hmm?
Do people really do that?
Do what?
Make up fake sponsors?
Oh no, we did. We have. Like Country Time Lemonade was our sponsor, not
Oh, right, 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 right. I thought you meant like legit, like
oh no, not like legit. I think that yeah, I think some people do like to puff up themselves a little bit more than what they really are doing. Like I mean it sounds really cool. Like yeah, I got this sweet deal with Pepsi when really you just got an affiliate deal with Pepsi and you probably get 10% off just for saying their name. It's not, but you can go on air and say, yeah, I got a Pepsi deal. I got a sweet deal with them. I got this, I got that. Okay, cool, whatever. How much are you seeing in residuals from that? Eh, I don't know. Um, it's kind of like people that say they make a living off of YouTube. And then when you look at what they actually are pulling in after taxes, not so much. So it's a lot of things that I don't know. I think a lot of people get caught up in that. Um, but the main focus for us is just being as genuine as possible.
yes.
It's all it is. It's just being as genuine as possible. And so,
And honestly,
mhm.
really, I mean, if we were to come down to it, the only two people that we really care are listening is each other. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
not that we
funny.
don't enjoy, being able to, be funny or shed light or, whatever, or help somebody. Because we certainly would appreciate that very much if that were happening.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's hilarious how a lot of this is frankly for our own enjoyment. It's really one of those things like I got a new video up. Oh, you did? Oh, that's awesome. How many people have seen it? We don't know. We are cheering ourselves on so hard.
For
I mean,
sure. We can do it.
like, hey, check it out. Um, I'm on Google Analytics. Really? Yeah, Mumbai, India. That's India. That's who's the person in India listened to us. That's awesome. Who they are, how many? It could have been one. It could have been one for
It could have been like a half of one. I'd have been
It
like,
could have been
yes.
one, it could have been one for person for 2 minutes, and after that 2 minute mark, they're like, "Wait, what the hell? I didn't want this," and click, move on. And but you stayed on long enough for some analytic thing
Yeah,
to
good enough
doc-
for us.
yeah to document that somebody's there listening. We're like, yeah, like we
We're
just
kind of like a toddler that just learned to poop in the potty,
yeah,
you know?
like we get
So
that
proud.
one, yeah, move somebody and move out here. We don't know your name, we don't know your age, we don't know
Right?
we don't know your address,
I
we
gotta
know
look it up.
nothing.
Where is Mumbai?
But for some reason, we cheer like we just conquered India. Yes, we
Right.
got
We
like,
own it now.
ah, oh yeah, oh my God, somebody in Bavaria listened. Yes, we got them. Yes, like but it could have been 100% of 5 minutes. Somebody listened, but nope. It's
Right.
amazing. It's amazing
It's
to
just cool though, because I mean, fucking think about it. 30, 40 years ago, this wasn't even possible.
yeah.
Like, technology just didn't even exist.
I mean, the technology is one thing, but straight up, 30, 38 episodes ago, this wasn't happening either.
That's fair.
And that's not even 38 weeks because we've taken breaks from time to time. But I think that
When our elderly's done fallout,
yeah,
uh, too
but
fucking stressed, we're losing our hair.
yeah, or we just needed mental breaks or whatever. I think that though looking at it, and God damn it, is no way around it. Is no way around it. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for us because I don't want you to
Okay.
have the stink on you. But yeah, it's been
Oh,
38
Christ.
episodes, and it's like, look at we're continually trying to push the content, and we're continually trying to do something that's better for us. I think that's what it comes down to, and that's why we have the website, TheDinosaur&TheDude.com, and that's why
That's
we have
right. Because
that.
we did it.
Yeah, and that's why we have the merch that you can get on TheDinosaur&TheDude.com, and
And
also
dinosaur&thedude.com.
the
This isn't
dinosaur,
one of those dot whatever. No, we had to get rid of that because I couldn't even find the site.
the
So
dinosaur&thedude.com. Yeah, you're gonna find our merch. You're gonna be able to listen to all of our episodes. You're going to also be able to see all of our social media, all of our other podcast channels that we're on, and all of that stuff happened because we decided to do something that we were going to enjoy and be, to a certain caliber that we could share with other people. Now, if you want to know about that caliber, go listen to episode 2 through 20, and you you
right.
will you will find a varying degree of caliber, and that's why we still hold on to the motto that we have. I mean, to our
Fucking A.
that because that's us. But I think that I listen to several podcasts, most of them long form, but the content varies, and they're all really cool. They're all really cool, and maybe at some point we'll come up with a. If you like us, you might, here's other podcasts that we listen to. Maybe we'll come up with a list of all the other podcasts that we listen to.
I listen to a ton of podcasts.
Huh?
I listen to a ton of
Yeah.
podcasts.
Yeah, some people do, and I do to a certain degree, but I also look at a lot of shorts, which, by the way, also check out our YouTube channel, which has a bunch of shorts.
Yes.
And
And there may be something,
there might be,
special coming
there
up.
might be, yeah, there might be a special long form content that we might be releasing. It might,
I mean, we're growing. We can feel ourselves growing.
yeah,
It's so good.
yeah. I think that's a good thing. I mean, to feel that we're growing, even if it's like us feeling it, that I don't know. I think it's a matter of self-worth, and we're growing that. We're working on it, and we're making sure that it's the best we can make it. So that's what matters. But I think we can we can uh, we can blink the lights on this episode,
We can do it. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, that one.
and
We can do it. We just need to put our back into it.
yeah, yeah,
If that's not a T-shirt, also a copyright infringement.
that's right.
I don't know what would be.
Oh man, I mean, yeah. Yeah, we got to come up with those too. We got to come up with some shirt ideas too.
Banana fucks.
Yeah,
I need banana fucks on the shirts.
yeah, we got to figure it out. Um, but in any case, I think this is a good point.
I
We
think we're
could,
good.
we
It's
could
not awkward at all right now, so that's
no,
awesome.
no. I think it's a
Natural.
nice easing out. So we'd love to hear from everybody.
We're
Yeah,
secreting all over the place.
yeah,
Great.
yeah. Leave it to me to make it creepy at the end. Leave it to me to make it creepy at the end. Yes, yes. Sorry, I stopped breathing. That's just how I do it. In any case,
Okay, weirdo. So
yeah,
outro us.
yeah. So in any case, again, it's the Dinosaur and the Dude. Go check it out. It's a great website if we do say so ourselves. Um,
Yes,
you can we'd love to get feedback from you guys. You
please.
can give us feedback on the Spotify episodes. We also are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Tell a friend, tell your mom, tell
You
us why you're not going
Yeah,
to tell a friend or tell a mom. Or,
yes, yes. Why are
it's
you
okay to hate on us a little bit. I
like
mean, we're,
why are you
we're
telling people about us? What? Yeah,
yeah, just,
we're on
send them
YouTube,
our way. We'll take care of them.
YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All of them, if I'm not mistaken, all of them are the Dinosaur and the Dude. But check out the logo. It's the same logo on each one of them. So there's that for continuity's sake. There's shorts on YouTube, and there's going to be soon the release, probably a little bit later tonight, of some long form content that just the just the thing we're trying to figure out how to visualize some of the podcast episodes. Maybe few and far between. It's not going to be a steady thing, but it's something that
Sure.
we're trying out right now. In any case,
I'm just with it.
yeah, we're just gonna fuck with it. That's pretty much how we started the whole podcast. We're just gonna fuck with it.
Wing it.
Yep. But in any case, she's the dinosaur
That's me.
and I'm the dude. And at some point, we hope whatever we fucking said, you enjoyed it in some capacity. It helped you throughout your day, night, evening, whichever. You are left with something to talk about, or you feel a little bit better because there's two other people thinking just as crazy as you are. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, everybody, check you all later. Hey, lady, I love you.
I
Uh,
love you too.
and let your people know. Love them too, especially.
I'll shout it out. By the way, I did see Tyler this weekend.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was good stuff.
yeah. I was gonna say. I hope that all went well. Genuinely, I hope that all went well. No, no,
Yeah,
no sides.
it's nice. I mean, we're not BFFs right now,
Yeah,
but
no
I
sides.
was home. That's enough.
Yep.
So,
It's all. I mean, at this particular point, it's almost like a reset and just seeing like, okay, here's
yes, exactly. That's what it
I'm
was.
I'm gonna be, I'm your mom and you're the son. Let's what can we build from there and not act like shit didn't happen and yeah, that's cool. Okay, well that's it.
All
Thanks
right. Well,
for
I love your face. I hope that you have a
yeah,
great rest of your week. And
yeah,
hey, guys out there, y'all come back and see us and
yep,
tell your mom and them.
yeah. Thanks for listening to episode 38 of the Dinosaur and the Dude. Love you too,
Word.
and we'll check you all later.
Okay.
Bye.
Later. Bye.